we are learning about indices again. We talked about indices when we did our BODMAS, remember? What did we change our BODMAS to? BODMAS, where it was B stood for? Brackets, I for?
Indices,
D for?
division,
M for?
multiplication,
A?
addition,
S? Good. Now, we are going to learn about how to write something in index form and in expanded form, and how to change from one form to the other. So just a quick reminder, what is an index and what is a power? Have you heard this before, 2 to the power of 3?
yes,
Yes. What's another name for a power?
2 times 2 times 2.
What else do we call it?
2 squared.
I said 2 to the power of 3.
2 cubed.
2 cubed, yep. Is there another word for power? Okay, what's an index?
A power?
A power. So we can either say that 2 to the power of 3. So 3 is the index here. So this is called the index or the power. There's another word for it, exponent, but you don't need to worry about it. So what's 2 called then? Come on, we have done this before. What's 2 called? It starts with B. Take a guess.
Base number.
Base, that's it. Shh. So 2 is the base and the power is 3. What else do we call the power? As the index. So do we know what an index is now?
Yes.
Okay, now what does this mean? So 2 to the power of 3 means 2 is multiplied by itself this many times. How many times? 3. Put the glue stick down, please. You can do that later. Eyes on the board. 2 times 2 times 2. So we multiply the number by itself. How many times? Whatever the power is.
8.
Okay? Now, we don't generally require an answer. So yes, thank you, it is equal to 8. But right now we're just understanding the 2 ways we can write it. So this is the index form or the index notation. When you have not written it in the long form, but you've just taken a shortcut and written 2 to the power of 3. Another way of saying power of 3 is 2 cubed, as someone mentioned before. And this is called the expanded notation. Okay, so do we know which one's the index form?
yes,
Expanded form? And then as someone said the answer, that's the basic numeral. That's what it's equal to. That's just a number. So if they've asked you for a numeral, you write the answer. If they asked you for index form, you write the index form. If they asked you for the expanded form, you write the expanded form. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, write it in expanded notation. So have they asked us to calculate what this is equal to? No. We just need to write it in the long form. So what are we multiplying by itself?
4.
How many times?
3.
So 4 times 4 times 4. Is that all? Do I need to find out what it's equal to? No, because the question didn't ask, did it? Next one, 6 to the power of 7. What's the base?
6.
What's the index?
7.
So what number do we multiply by itself?
6.
How many times?
7.
Well done. Eyes on the board, please. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that all? Do I need to calculate it, that this is what it's equal to? No. It just said write in expanded notation. Clear with that?
Yes.
Write in index. Again, do I need to calculate what this is equal to? Do I need to multiply it? No. So which number is being multiplied by itself?
5.
How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the index is 4 or the power is 4. Any questions? Next one. Now, there's 2 different numerals here. So there are 2 different bases, right? So how many times have we multiplied 2 by itself? 3. So it becomes 2 to the power of 3 or 2 cubed times. How many times have we multiplied 3?
3.
Times 3 squared. That's how you write it in index form if there's more than one basis. You can't mix and match them. So we've got 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. So this is 2 cubed. And we've got 3 multiplied by itself 2 times. So that's 3 squared. But there's a times in between, isn't it? So can we write it this way?
Yes.
That's all.